Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
And I'm Office Bloke Max.
Mike clearing his throat there.
Yeah.
Frenchman in your throat.
Yeah.
Oh, you did have it the weekend anyway, and that's the...
Oh my God, it's just absolutely, you know.
It wasn't wee-wee.
It wasn't
But donut operator.
Yeah.
On a serious note, huge female basketball player almost kills cop. I've seen this clip. It's been in the news, quite big in the news last few days.
Right.
I didn't know she was a basketball player though.
Oh right. Okay.
I had no idea.
It's like well known then, is she or?
No idea. It's first I've seen that. Usually when it says female basketball
Is she
player.
retired or?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's, I just saw the footage of it, and I didn't really see any story behind it.
Right. Okay.
So I thought we'd watch it on here and get a bit more context.
Background.
On what it was about.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, huge female basketball player almost kills cop.
Oh yeah! Back up! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Hey man, I'm gonna ask you to do it. Please back up. Oh yeah! Back up! Oh, back up! Back up!
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today I've got a huge video for you. When I say huge, I mean we're talking about a 6'6", 330-pound Jack and the Beanstalk type situation with a former college basketball player chasing down a cop and trying to stab him. I'm not exaggerating. This person almost cut this cop's freaking head off.
Because she's huge.
But seriously, in all the chaos, there's a lot to break down. This officer was in a really tough spot, and he used some interesting tactics that we'll jump into here in a bit. Stay tuned because we're going to talk about everything from the initial call that came in and how this officer handled this crazy ass situation. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. It's a big one. But first, a word from our sponsor.
It's funny, isn't it, when you get like big, tall people. I was in a pub yesterday and I was watching the match, and the fucking guy stood up in front of the TV. 6'9" he was.
Oh, Jesus
I went, mate,
Christ.
I have all the fucking places to stand.
Yeah.
I went, I said, and he bent down. I went, mate, you're still 6'2", bent down. Sit down. But every time he went to talk to somebody, he stood up. I'm like, mate, it's not like, he stood up.
Oh, fully stood
Yeah.
up? Why?
And I was just like, do you not, your voice travels like I can hear you.
Yeah.
You don't have to stand up every 2 seconds. Yeah, but
How old that?
6'9"'s tall, though, man. It's proper
Yeah, it's
tall.
big.
It was
Oh, yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
Proper unit. But let's get back into this. Enough of that.
Shipstation.com/donutoperator. Before we get into this crazy giant lady trying to stab a cop, I wanted to give you some updates on some other situations that we had talked about. Some updates on how our criminal justice system is still failing everyone. You remember the literal animals that thought that it would be funny videotaping themselves mowing down that retired police chief in their car?
Whoa.
The older
Oh, yeah, I
gentleman
remember
who
that.
was doing his morning bike ride when they said, hit him, and they swerved over and just ran him over, and the guy flipped over and died. The family
What?
man, the
That's
former
crazy.
police chief. And then their first appearance in court, they were laughing at the victim's family. Well, they're back in the news. The person driving the vehicle has been deemed unfit for trial. Yep. Just to refresh your memory a little bit, I know we
Wow.
talked about it, but they stole a car, thought it'd be hilarious to go on a crime spree, hit several cars, and then they thought that it would be a good idea to record themselves mowing down 64-year-old Andreas Probst. Yep, that's him right there, riding his bicycle in the morning, and they thought it'd be hilarious
That's
to
bad.
kill him with a stolen
that's
car.
terrible.
As I said, they laughed and
What a
even
waste.
flipped off the victim's family in court.
What did you see them doing?
They were flipping us off. I would say about 3 or 4 different times. They flipped us off, flipping each other off, joking around with each other, definitely not taking anything serious whatsoever.
Oh, and this kid, I forgot about this part. He was bragging to an officer how he'd be out of jail within 30 days.
You are 100%.
You think this juvenile gonna do something? I'll be out in like 30 days. What? Ah, bitch.
You might be out of juvie in 30 days and moved over to an adult jail. Because that's how bad it is.
It's just hit and run, slap on the wrist. I see no report. Nothing serious.
Seriously, this kid killed someone in cold blood, but now he's off to a Nevada psychiatric hospital because he's got brain damage.
We all knew.
You think planning a hit and run and laughing about it means you can comprehend what you're doing. But nope, the court says this little animal can't stand trial. And if that wasn't enough, this next one's straight out of a nightmare. Let me...
I thought our judicial system bad, which it is.
That's crazy.
Shit. We just got a guy. He's in his 60s as well. Was yelling at the cops during a protest with a sign and said some bad words to a cop. Got arrested. Right. Got put in jail for 2.5 years. I think it was. Right.
Wow. Yeah.
Killed himself in jail.
Really?
Yeah.
What for?
In the meantime, 2 guys have punched a cop in the face, broke a jaw, and broke a nose. I think it was.
Yeah.
Still out. Not arrested.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely crazy, isn't it? Really
It's
is.
just but that story there is bad.
That's really bad.
I remember it now when you.
Yeah.
I think we saw it like a while ago, didn't we?
But at the same time, it's the lawyers as well. They do it all for the money, don't they?
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
of
it's,
course.
Yeah, well, yeah, they do.
Bad.
Let me remind you of the lady who was in that grocery store parking lot and stabbed a 3-year-old to death in front of
What?
his mother. And then, like the last animals we were talking about, she smiled about it in court.
Count 4 alleges that on or about June 3rd, 2024, the defendant did knowingly cause serious physical harm to J.W. on date of birth 10/29/2020.
Okay, this one had a little bit of a history. She told the cops that she killed people in California, said she wanted to kill again, but nobody really took her seriously. Fast forward to this year, and she's released from custody after some shoplifting charges, just days before she stabs a 3-year-old to death. And guess what? She was supposed to get a psych evaluation, but the judge, just let her go. 3 days later, she walks into a grocery store, steals a knife from said grocery store, walks out into the parking lot, and kills a toddler. But here's the part that'll really piss you off. She's been found incompetent to stand trial also. The court basically threw up their hands and said, wow, she's not well enough to face these charges. I mean, how many people need to die before we stop releasing these dangerous lunatics?
Fucking stay
It
it
almost
out.
feels like there's almost no accountability. Meanwhile, I was talking to a buddy of mine today, and he has a warrant out for his arrest because he used his sprinkler system on the wrong day.
There wasn't any, as you would say, that red flag shooting up that pole. There wasn't any indications here. No sign of any mental distress. No sign of any previous violent acts.
So anyway, back to the case that we're talking about. The judge said that if he had the choice, he would let her out again.
What would you do differently handling this case or even next time?
Nothing. I'm confident in the way that the court handled this matter.
And on top of it all, the child killer's own mother said that she had been hallucinating and hearing voices for years. But yeah, let's just ignore all those warnings and put her back out on the street to go kill children. Great job, system. Now let's move on to the Space Jam chapter of our video today, where a 6'6" basketball player gets a little stabby. September 16th,
6'6" is tall.
2024, Fairfax County, Virginia, 10:17 a.m. Officer Peter Liu from the Fairfax County Police Department gets a call to do a welfare check. Those are pretty easy. That's one of those where you walk up to the door, you knock on it, you say, hey, is grandma alive in here? No, it smells kind of funny. There's probably people soup. Usually it's something simple like that. Someone will call from across the country. Hey, Nana ain't called me a couple days, go check on her. Or maybe even the neighbor is like, yo, my neighbor's acting funny over there. I haven't seen him in a couple days. Could you go knock on the door, see if they're okay? Welfare check. Not the Section 8 kind. It's not really clear as to why police got this call. All we know is that a mental health professional calls because a 33-year-old woman is agitated. As I said, these things are supposed to be simple. You knock on the door, you say, hey, you all right? Make sure they're okay. Make an extra call if they need you to get somebody over there. But this wasn't that kind of welfare check.
Hi, man. I'm Officer Liu.
Lou shows up, knocks on the door, she opens it, says hi, then slams the door in his face. Most cops would be like, boop, hey, back in service, dispatch. Now what happens next makes me believe that she was prepared to be in a YouTube video because she starts playing the copyright music at full blast.
Sydney, can you please talk to me? We just want to check on you, make sure you're okay, that's all.
After she kicks off her little psychological warfare campaign with all that music, the officer, being the patient guy that he is, still tries to communicate with her, figure out what's going on. He's standing there, knocking on the door, trying to talk to her through the door, but he's getting nothing back. Yet, there's just silence until this happens.
How are you?
Oh, fucking hell. That was,
That's crazy.
big
Wow.
time.
But I wasn't expecting that.
No.
Wow.
No. And that'd be a reach on her as well. She's
Yeah.
6'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Well,
wing on that.
I think she got him there.
I don't know.
It was close. If not,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
even got the nose a bit.
Yeah.
So she slashes Officer Lou right in the face, right
Yeah.
off the bat. That's
Wow.
right.
Wow.
Immediate face slash.
Holy shit.
Who says you shouldn't bring knives to a gunfight?
Now this is where I would like to remind you that Officer Lou is in a narrow hallway with no backup, with a lady with a knife who is much bigger than him running at him. Officer Lou is clearly under some freaking duress right now, and the adrenaline is pumping hard. At this point, he could empty an entire magazine into her, but he's being patient. I would say at least try to create some distance between whatever the f that thing is and yourself. Instead, he backs up a little bit and still tries to de-escalate the situation, yelling at her to back up. But Wilson just keeps coming at him and backs him into a dead end.
Back up! Oh yeah! Back up! Back up! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Hey, man, I can ask you to do it.
Please back up. Oh, yeah. Back up. Back up.
This is where I believe the officer's
What's she
weapon
saying?
should have been.
Oh yeah, I think.
Is that what you're saying? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. There's definitely something wrong with her, isn't there?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
mental
got,
illness,
must be.
Yeah.
Absolutely empty at this point and reloaded with a fresh magazine. She's already shown the intent to kill with, you know, trying to cut his head off without warning. Now she's advancing on him using a full-on demon voice.
Oh, yeah. Back up. Back up. Oh, yeah. Please back up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the officer pulls his firearm and fires 2 shots.
Please back up. Oh, yeah. Back up. Oh, back up. Back
Oh, he's
up.
patient. Oh, too close.
Which was not enough to take her down. The officer, who is trapped now, keeps fighting for his life, though.
Oh my god.
Back up. 531 bubble.
Oh, you see the blood dropping, don't you?
Yeah.
Single one. Shots fire.
What is your location?
With the woman still up and trying to kill him, he fires 3 more shots, and she finally goes down. Her body said, yep, those are too many bullets in the wrong places. She dropped like Woody.
Andy's coming, everybody! Back to your places, hurry!
At this point, you can literally see the blood dripping from Lou's head. He's been slashed, he's cornered, and let's be real, this went about as badly as a welfare check can go. Officer Lou fortunately survived the attack with no life-threatening injuries. That could have been an easy one for him to take that knife right to the jugular, or to the eyeball, or anywhere else the vest might not stop a knife. I mean, I'm sure he had a bunch of stitches, and this is a hell of a training video to show everyone who wants to be an officer. You know, all these DMs I get, why did the cop have to shoot him so many times?
Where's she shot?
Multiple times. Upper torso.
Upper torso.
I might have shot her in the head. Not sure.
Big woman did not make it. She was rushed to the hospital and died later. There's a lot of armchair quarterbacks online putting their opinion in here. Like, what if there was a mental health professional on scene? Fairfax County actually has mental health professionals that will co-op and work with the officers, but they were off on another scene at the time. Plus, Officer Lou is crisis intervention trained, which is great, but this situation shows that sometimes that just doesn't help. What if she opened the door and started stabbing some poor mental health worker? I don't think an unarmed health professional could have done anything in this situation. Are there situations where it might help? Yeah. This wasn't one of those. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this incident. Should the officer acted a little quicker, done anything a little different, or did he do well in taking the time to try and de-escalate the situation? Keep it respectful.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That's a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, to take out that, you know, it says huge female basketball player. I don't think she was huge, like, in the way of, like, big name basketball player. I think she was huge because she was 6'6".
Yeah, big person, big frame and everything.
Yeah, but I think anyone's coming at someone with a knife.
I think
female, male, doesn't matter what it
Oh
is.
yeah,
you know,
especially if you've been
like a
slashed
horror
already
film.
as well.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you can feel the blood coming down his face. You can see it dripping on the floor before. So obviously he took a bit of a hit.
She come straight out of that. He knocked on the door and said, "No,
Just a welfare check.
Welfare check.
There's a point about welfare, like a proper welfare person, but would they've? It's like he didn't get a chance to say anything. Maybe if someone was in plain clothes, they might have had more of a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, because he was obviously in uniform. I don't know, but. Yeah, it was a tough one all around, that, wasn't it?
But it looked like just by the painting on the door frame and all that, it looked like a nice building.
Yeah,
it was tidy. It was neat.
Yeah,
It looked like a nice area, like a nice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We've got to
So-
wonder what else had happened there for them to
that's
ring
what I was thinking.
for a welfare
Yeah,
check.
someone's obviously rang on their behalf, haven't they? So where's that call come from?
Yeah,
Maybe they could have given a bit more detail about it. I don't know.
You can't go waving a knife around to a cop. You can't.
No, not
That's
anyone.
only going to end one way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Then slowly walking towards him still in a threatening manner.
Yeah,
and what do you expect?
What I don't get there, he shot her twice. But then when she carried on coming at him and they were very close together,
It's
weren't
when
they?
the camera
sort of like
you see behind
she's
the
right there,
He
wasn't
sort of like span round, didn't he? And he was able to go up the other end of the corridor, sort of thing, give himself a bit more space because he backed himself into a corner by the look of it, hadn't he? But wow.
I think he did the right thing. If someone comes at you with a knife like that, there's only one thing you can do.
I think if
as
someone's
a cop.
Yeah, if someone's
it's your life.
caught you
theirs,
already
isn't
with a knife and they're still
Oh,
coming
yeah.
at you, then I mean,
There's literally nothing else that you can do to protect yourself besides putting someone down like that.
Yeah, you're a cop. You're not there to engage.
and to think about the public
there
as
to
well, don't you?
protect,
If a member of the public have been walking along there
Yeah.
or
Could've
something,
been
or come
anyone.
out the door having a look to see
Genuinely,
what's happening,
yeah.
you know, you just never know. So it's just bad one. But obviously, you know, mental health issues probably were at play there for that to happen in the first place.
Someone's definitely triggered.
Yeah, it's
but you can't run a
it's
cop
bad.
with a knife.
No.
You just can't.
The only other things you could have done is prior to the policeman showing up. Like, if there's previous reports, then you send something else round.
Yeah, but he was
In
saying
that
with the-
isolated incident, you can't do anything else there.
No.
Wonder what the rule is like about using a taser. Obviously, or do you think he drew his gun because it was life-threatening to start with?
Probably life-threatening situation.
Yeah.
So then I'm guessing the train
Yeah.
says that you go for your gun,
Yeah.
not your taser.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, I
I'm
think if
guessing.
she was unarmed coming at him, a taser maybe.
Yeah.
But she's got a knife. And I think
She
I've already
slashed
stabbed him.
So
Yeah.
she slashed at him already. So then
Yeah.
they have to go for the
Yeah.
lethal
Yeah.
force. I'm guessing, don't they? So
I
don't know.
Situation, all right.
yeah,
crap.
just
Absolutely
just
crazy.
terrible all around,
Yeah.
didn't it? You know, just
Always good by
waste.
Donut though. Good coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.